Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of
Sue, welcome back, Sue.
Welcome back, Sue.
Hello.
Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of series 2 of the house renovation. And I apologise now about the echo.
It's quite bad in here, but anyway, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a heads up at the very beginning of this video that this video is a little bit deceptive. That it's like a 10-minute long video, but what we do within that video takes about a month. The work we do in the video is about a month long, even though it's like a 10-minute long video. It might not seem it's taken that long in the whole video.
We worked hard, yes.
We worked hard and tirelessly throughout this video. God, it's really bad echo, isn't it?
And if you watched the last video, we said about the building regs guy coming out, and he has been out, and he is all happy with everything, so we can actually, carry on.
So as we start today's episode, you can really start to see now the actual size and scale of our new extension, and previously the mammoth task of digging out that big trench. Now we can really start to see here how much we did dig out. This drop is about 1/2 meter, and then this trench goes down about another 1/2 meter as well, so it goes down quite deep. And once it's all finished, there won't actually be a step down. It will go back to the original height of the original floor, which now means we have to fill this trench with concrete, which brought its own challenges. The concrete lorry couldn't obviously get into our back garden, so luckily they had a pipe long enough which went through the house, which meant that we could then pour the concrete. So, a few days has now gone by since the concrete has been poured into the foundations, and it's kind of taken shape, looking a little bit different. The perimeter wall has now started to be built, and we can start to see like the size of this room. So Hollie, if you go into the far corner, keep going. Hollie is now on the imaginary sofa, which is going to be in the corner of this room, and I'm in the other corner. Pretty big room, wouldn't you say? Basically going to double the size of, double the living space of this house, which is about, what do we say? It's about 4 meters this way and about 4.8 meters the other way. And if you look at the stone which is here and the stone which is over there, that is basically going to be the width of our bifold door. So we've got a nice big glass bifold door, so this whole wall is basically going to be glass and all open into the garden with our level threshold onto the new patio, and you can kind of see the sides of the patio now, which looks really nice. And then Hollie, if you come around here, you can now see the material of what the extension is going to be made of. So this is blue lyre stone, and the house is actually made of blue lyre stone, but that is like 150 years old. This stone is like 5 days old because this came from a quarry a few miles down the road, so it's kind of nice to see what it's going to look like. Imagine the bifold doors, but the next plan of action is to get this up to damp core. So you put a waterproof membrane down, and then we have to get another load of concrete and fill this with concrete, and that's basically the rest of the day. That is today. And yes, you guessed it, we had to get the pump again to pump the concrete through the house. So when we started this renovation, it was like 28 degrees. It was super hot. We were like struggling with heat stroke. Now we've got basically the polar opposite. We have just had a big storm rip down the tarpaulin, which was protecting these doors, the rain going into there. Our foundations are literally just completely filled up with water, and a tree The tree in the garden has been blown over in the wind. So that storm was actually a couple of days ago now, and things have kind of got a little bit better. It's still a bit rainy, a bit drizzly. The tarpaulin's back up, and we decided to put a gazebo up to try to protect the work area, because, you know, we don't really want to be working in the torrential rain, which it has been. As you can see over here, the builders have cracked on, surprisingly very quickly, and got some breeze blocks up, both sides, as you can see. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Oh yeah, and also the door's been blocked up.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
This was a door.
This was a doorway, which is like at the bottom of the stairs. That has been blocked up, and these walls have now been blocked up as well. This is the internal walls. It won't be like this when we actually get it done properly. It will be rendered over. Let's go over there. This isn't actually going to be the external wall. This is the internal wall, because you have to build a cavity wall. There's like the water course, damp course line. So the actual external wall is going to be out of this, which I spoke about before. This is blue light stone. So then this will have another layer of stone basically going up on the outside, which is going to look so nice. So the stone will basically go like this, and then we have this cavity here. So we have 50mm insulation, and then this is called a shore cav system to make sure that we have a cavity. So you need a 50mm airflow basically between these two blocks. So this shore cav system is like a plastic kind of sheeting which holds the insulation one way, and then when they put the stonework on here, they can basically fill in all of the cement and stuff on this side, and we are guaranteed to have a airflow between these two blocks. And apparently that's what you need for building regs, so we have to do it. Oh yeah, and then these ties here are basically all for strengthening, so when they block up, basically it will grip onto these and hold it all together to make it all nice and strong. So this is all a very new thing for me and for Holly as well, that again, we've never done anything quite like this. The whole house renovation is brand new for us, even though we've been doing it for over a year now. This type of actual building is completely different from when we were doing the upstairs in the series 1.
Like being picked up. Oh gosh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You are just a dusty, dirty cat. So now we move on to the really exciting part, and that is putting the lintel up across the doorway. Now this thing weighs an absolute ton, but as you can see, I wasn't really needed here. But it was really great to see the lintel get put in place. It gave us a whole new perspective of the size and the scale of this new extension, and also it gave us a good perspective of how big our new doors were gonna be.
So, as you can see, I have been working tirelessly to provide the coffee that has helped the builders and James build this. So as you can see, the block work is finished. This is as high as it's going. Thank God, because it's pretty high. This is much higher. We obviously knew how high it was going, but now it's here. It feels really high.
I think the thing is as well, is the floor is still slightly lower than the floor is going to be.
The floor level will be coming up to, well, here.
So it comes up by another like 100
But it still
mil.
feels really high. But yeah, they've got this side done. They've just got to finish doing this side.
It's just, yeah, as you can see, just a little bit here, the angle.
Yep.
Lintel's on.
The lintel's on. This bit is apparently really important because it will not only keep our doors in place, it also supports most of the weight of the roof. So I think we have to trust it, but it does not look like.
This is basically like some special catnip lintel. It's an extra wide one, because we've got the stonework on the front and then the block in the back of it.
I don't know why James is filming me, because I don't really know. Like I said, I make the coffee. This is the important bit, is about what I know. But one thing I can show you is the brickwork. Look how amazing.
Stonework, Holly, stonework.
Sorry, stonework.
This is stone.
And I don't know if you can see it, but if you look really closely, there's actually quartz in it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick it up, but that's my favourite bit. This bit. Anyway, I think it's about time we go to James, who can actually tell you something useful about the build.
Well, I don't know about that. You can see, we spoke about this just now, the shore cave. As you see now, we've got this airflow gap going all the way, and then the stonework is obviously backfilled onto here. So insulation, cavity stuff. But maybe you need to explain.
I don't need to explain.
I'll explain. The roofers have been out and put this back piece of wood on and the side timber so we can get the angle of the roof, and so the block work can go up and all be cut in and look all nice on one side. Like we said, we've still got a little bit to do on the other side, but when the roofers came out and put these two bits of wood on, we could basically properly work out the degree or the pitch of the roof. We knew that it was going to be quite a shallow pitch roof because we're governed by our window above, that we can't obviously go up any higher. The pitch of the roof is 10.5 degrees. Now apparently, I'm not a roofer myself, as you know, 10 degrees is like the minimal pitch you can have on a roof before it becomes a flat roof, and you just basically, what do they do now? Flat roofs? I don't know. Doesn't matter because we're not putting a flat roof on it. We're keeping it a pitch roof because it's 10.5 degrees, but that is now proved very difficult to get the tiles for the roof. If it was like a more higher pitched roof, we could basically put any tiles on it we like, but because it's so shallow we need specialist tiles. Our local building supply company and places like Travis Perkins and Bradford's and big national companies like that have basically told us that you have to wait, what was it, like 3 months?
I think they said, well, February.
3 or 4 months wait or delay for delivery of these specialist roof tiles we need to get onto this pitched roof. Now we luckily have managed to find, we've sourced some roof tiles which will go onto this roof, but the company who has them, for some reason they don't deliver. So
of course they don't.
Why would they not deliver? I have no idea. So basically me and Holly, typical James and Holly fashion, have decided to go on a road trip.
Roof tile road trip. Driving all the way to Norwich, which is the other side of the country.